Gonzalez in 5th as well, Peter.
Yes, and already the 70th Christian Daniel Jr. going into the corner. He's got back to 3rd, 4th place up the inside.
2 of 2 here in Magello. He's decided the time is now. He's got the pace.
Looking for a way past Brian Iriarte, but he can't find it so far.
I do wonder what kind of...
Is Beñat Fernandez.
Oh, he pushes it wide though, and it's going to be Mounsey who leads coming out of San Donato then, but getting out the way of all this chaos as Mounsey switches to the inside then. I thought the race we're about to see, will the riders have looked at what happened yesterday and thought, I can't have that kind of mess again. How long will Beñat Fernandez get him on the cutback? He does!
Side
Squeeze
by
him
side.
out. Look at that. His airbag had gone off in that collision with Beñat Fernandez, but it's Iriarte going into the lead. Wow! If I have more pace, I need to go for it. Christian Daniel, as you said, already getting impatient behind the... Brilliant, but Sully gets it back straight again. Go on, Sully, have some of that. Go on, yes, there.
So good, isn't he, off the end of the straight? But that's the first corner of the lap. He needs to be in front of the last.
51 of Iriarte switches towards the inside line, and Daniel goes for the lead, but thinks better of it through Arrabbiata. That was
move over.
Brutal, but fair. Well done, Sully. That was
corner.
Well, it looks to be then. It's Iriarte goes wide there, goes wide, but does he cut it back on the inside? Yeah. We then go uphill to Arrabbiata too, and that's where he makes his move, or tries at least. As aggressive as it can get.
Too wide.
He goes wide, way wide. He's got to cut it back. Yes, but he only slots into 3rd position. Where's Dinesh? Dinesh is in 6th place at the moment. As Iriarte says, no way. These two are very close childhood friends. They've grown up racing. And then he's alongside Beñat Fernandez again.
And he's gone from 1st all the way back.
Keep your eye on the 13, the series leader. He needs to be so clever in these final laps. He cuts each other all along, and as they're getting all involved, it is Pratama who goes through into the lead.
Back to like 6th place just in one corner there.
Oh, goodness me. Well, that was...
He must have got it.
Can't afford to keep losing big points to Iriarte, or the championship could be well bad.
And there's, using every inch of road all over the place there, but absolutely superb stuff. The wrong gear or something coming into that left-handed. I don't think it was just, well, maybe just outbraked himself, but anyway.
Back on.
And it could be back on if Veda Pratama picks up another 25 points. He is a 54, and he said from Veda Pratama, as you said, Matt, the other two are mucking each other up, and Veda just took advantage of that. Absolutely.
Well, he's trying.
He's trying.
77, Tinez in 3rd.
Yesterday, I just went fast. I wasn't thinking about anybody else. No plan, just go for it. And here he is, absolutely superb, with the cleanest overtaking move up the inside. Wonderful stuff.
Place now, the Venezuelan. I was going to pick him up and say that's a great ride from him. Plonk up into
going for it again, but behind him is Sullivan Mounsey.
This is the best we've seen from Sullivan Mounsey by just past the point of the circuit yesterday where Karpushin's race came undone. Yaroslav and Mike as well. Good stuff we've seen from both of them.
And as I said,
it's a cracking performance, whatever happens here on in. And he's got Beñat Fernandez for Cup 17. He's up into 13th on this one. He's actually nerfed wide by Marco Morelli yesterday. That's
Carlos Lovato, the Venezuelan X250 world champion, is here supporting Tinez. Tinez up into 2nd
as well, who goes up into the lead through Arrabbiata too.
And he drops.
That's why Morelli, the Argentinian, got his long lap penalty, but all cleanly through today. Look at the number 7
place now.
The rider that really lost out last time around was Carter Thompson, who's I think he's had his hits.
Off on 34. That's the 34 of Zen Mitali off on the grass, and I think a couple of other people were touching.
Beñat Fernandez going round the outside at the final corner. He's up from somebody who had a problem because he's entered the pits now, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a disaster. We have certainly on the green, and probably the growing green stuff as well.
Well, as it stands, it would be on 13th on the grid, already up into the podium position.
So few technical issues with these motorcycles. The Rookies Cup technical crew in the case.
24 points between Iriarte and Dinesh at the end of this one, but Beñat Fernandez would move up positions.
And Beñat Fernandez, of course, he's already had a win in race 2 at Le Mans. ATM guys just keep these things rolling absolutely superbly. Be very unlucky if Carter actually...
Back into 3rd position of the championship. You've got Indonesia 3rd and 4th. You've got...
So we know he has pace, but he's been a bit disappointing the last couple of races. Obviously trying to put that right. Veda Pratama, he has got a technical problem there, but the 70, it is of Christian Daniel Jr., the American, with his slides.
Pratama and Ramadeepa running in those positions, then stand up. Any nation around
54 alongside Brian Iriarte on the 51, and up the inside is advantage over the 77 of Venezuelan there.
Well, because we've got so many nationalities here this year.
That's right, and it's Sullivan Mounsey. I wonder if it's the 50 of Carter Thompson, the Australian.
And look at the 13 of Hakim Dinesh as well.
Kerman Tinez, so it's North America versus South America.
Onto the strike.
They've lost the British national anthem. It's a while since we've heard that in Rookies Cup. Right up the inside.
Series leader has managed to pick all their pockets nearly and up in towards second or third place. Right we come. It's Christian Daniel, Tinez, Hakim Dinesh, Sullivan Mounsey. Morelli!
Where did he come from?
He came through 10th place. Well, there you go. You can't. Now, Brian Iriarte snatches the lead right back from Carter Thompson, Benyat Fernandez, and then just behind them, I think we now have. Count him out, can you, Marco? This is the kind of comeback ride that you need to see from him. And that was a brilliant set of moves.
Absolutely, and everybody, you know, there's
as they go across the grass and everything as well. It was Ramadeepa I was looking at, the number 30. He's going to lead them over the line for the final lap. Peter, here we go.
There's only 3 seconds covering the whole grid at the moment, so 51.
32, the other Indonesian rider that we have in the class is going to be Christian Daniel leading towards turn 1. 25 from 4, from 7, and 32 in Ramadeepa.
And it is Brian Iriarte with the advantage.
Well then, through the chicanes, Martinez goes wide nearly, cuts it through. Oh, Benyat Fernandez.
The Argentine, but he's got swallowed up now. It's Benyat Fernandez.
They come, it is the 51 from the 7. You've also got Singapong back there. Let's get sandwiched.
Karpushin, Yaroslav Karpushin, the Kyrgyzstan. 7 is there, but so is Zenmatanis.
And 51, Iriarte. The number 85, he's up from 20th on the grid, Peter. Good
rider, the 15-year-old was in there as well, so he's back in the hunt again.
He is inevitable. He's like Thanos from the Marvel series. Goodness gracious me.
Well, I think, you know, it looks so far, and there's a 7. What a great move from Ben.
This is absolutely cracking racing. This is, I mean, so many different names that we go to see up here. I mean, we've not got like it's him and Pratama going into 3rd now. So the 1, 2, and 3 previous.
Yeah, Fernandez goes past Iriarte and into the lead. Absolutely wonderful move.
The Titans that we had last year, per se, of, you know, it was really just a year-long 4-way fight between in the series 1, 2, 3 in the race.
That's right, and these guys have got to put their head down. They're going into the climbing right-handers of Arabiata 1 and 2.
Now, in first, Iriarte, Carpe, Quiles, and Peroni, and then like the likes of Morelli there in the end as well. But this
really need to sort it out between the 3 of them. But look at that pack; it is still like 18.